Hi folks, Chris Walicki here, and today I'd like to share with you some of my favorite Microsoft Word features that I think are generally underutilized. So, to kick it off, what I'd like to do is begin with styles. So if you click on the Home key, across the top you'll see it's featured prominently in the center of the ribbon. These are styles, and how to utilize them is that you highlight a header and pick a header style. So I'm going to pick header 1. And then to apply this across your document, and this feature is really helpful when you have a multi-page document, you could double click on the Format Painter, which will hold the formatting, and you can click on multiple words. So you can just go click down, if this was 3 pages, 5 pages, etc., select all your headers. To exit the Format Painter, you just hit Escape. So now I'm out of the header, the Format Painter, and now the power of picking styles and utilizing them is you click on the design up top, and as you scroll across you'll notice the page is changing, and this would change your entire document. So I really appreciate these features. You could certainly customize a header feature, but I'm going to pick this one. Let's see, back here. So that would be applied across your document. So that's what I wanted to show you about styles. Next, landscape and portrait. So generally Word is always in portrait mode, but often there's content that I think would be best represented in a landscape mode. So how do you do that within a Word document? Well, I'm going to hold the Control key and hit Enter to add some pages. Now I'm going to zoom out by holding the Control key and scrolling out so you can see the multiple pages. So let's change this third page into a landscape document. To do that, click on the top of the document, and then up top select Layout, and we're going to pick Breaks. Now if you're just going to do one page, you can do New Next Page. Otherwise, I like to do a continuous break because often I might add multiple landscape formats. So I'm going to hit Continuous. Now that I've broken this page, I can go back on the top left and select Landscape. So what it's done is it's made the remaining document a landscape format. But let's say I do want to change this back to a portrait level. I would have to go to the top of this page, go back to Layouts, click on Break. I'm going to hit Continuous, so that'll change it for the remaining of the document, and I can make it a portrait. So now we have portrait, style, landscape, and another portrait. It's a great feature. So next, what I want to talk about is inserting file objects. Everyone knows how to insert a picture and drawings in Microsoft Word, but I don't think people utilize this enough. At the top, you can click on Insert, and rather than picking this area, which are illustrations, which most people use, head over to the right of the ribbon and click on Object. Then click on Object again, and what you can do, rather than creating a file within Word, you can just insert a file. So you have to click instead of creating new, you click Create From File, and then if you browse, what I'm going to do is add a PDF document. It's normally what I do is I add PDF, so I want to support my content, and there you have it. If I were to click on this PDF document, it would launch the document. Another thing you could do, again, we're on the Insert feature, just click on Object again, and we're going to create from File. We're going to browse again, and this time, which is pretty cool, I'm going to select a Excel file. So you can insert an Excel file inside of Word. If you don't click Display as an icon, it'll literally put the document material within your Word document. So if you click on OK, now I have an Excel file. And here's the last one. It's a little freaky, but what I'm going to do, again, we're on the Insert. You just click on Object. We go through the same process. I'm going to hit Browse, and I do have a Microsoft Word document. So what I'm doing is inserting a Microsoft Word document inside a Microsoft Word document. You can add as many files as you like, and I just find this useful when there's complex data that supports, say, a memo or a report, and you want to showcase that you have the background behind the data. Okay, next, inserting 3D objects. I've talked about this in a prior blog, but again, I'm already on the Insert key, but there is a 3D model feature. And you can download, so if you're looking for a specific 3D model, you could find it. Often you have to pay for them, but there's a good selection of stock models. So I'm going to pick animals, and I'm going to pick the wolf. And what I've done is insert a 3D model, which allows you to manipulate the picture. So there's the picture, and what's fun about this is that you can showcase the 3D model as you like. So I'm going to duplicate this. It's easily duplicated once you insert it. And what I'm going to do is change this to show this one facing forward and this one is looking that way. So that's how you insert 3D models. One thing that I think most people don't use is the align button. So within the 3D model, this feature is in all Microsoft products, mostly used in PowerPoint because you're dealing with a lot of graphics and objects. But if you can highlight the different 3D models, if you use the control key, you can select all of them, and then you could align to the top. Boom, now they're aligned to the top. There are other align features. I could also click align to the middle. So this way they're aligned in the middle. So those are 3D models. You can have a lot of fun with the 3D models and aligning them. This is what I really wanted to show you today. There is a wonderful Microsoft Word tutorial on YouTube. I learned most of my stuff from YouTube. So there's one called Simon Says. This is it. What's awesome about this, you'll just have to Google search Simon Says IT. They have multiple YouTube videos on different software, but check this one out. This one is literally 4 hours of training, but broken down into minutes and topics. So if you were to select any one of these topics, you would be able to learn that particular feature pretty quickly. The ones that I showed you were not exactly on this list. That's why I wanted to show them to you, but I do highly recommend going to Simon Says. Thanks for tuning in today, and I hope you consider utilizing some of these Microsoft features.